Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and as you know, it's a holiday season, so we will be drawing this snow globe in Adobe Illustrator right after the intro. So we will start the base of the snow globe by creating two circular shapes. Then we will go back and grab the rectangular shape and place that in front of the circle. Then you're going to select the circle shape, go to Object, Arrange, and bring to front. Select both the circle and the rectangular, then go to Pathfinder minus front. That will give you the bottom of the snow globe shape. Next, you are going to select your pen tool and put an anchor on the left and right side of the rectangle. Then you're going to grab your direct selection tool, select one anchor point, and pull it inward like so. Repeat on the next side. So, as you could see, the bottom is a bit rounder and not as sharp. I'm going to show you how to do this shortly. Let's zoom up here. And on the inside of the shape, you're going to select that tiny round button and pull in, and it will give you the circular edge you're looking for. And there we have our snow globe base. Now you're going to locate your toolbar, grab the circular shape, and repeat as follow. Next, you're going to grab your direct selection tool and pull the top down and adjust to the original circle as needed. This is where we're going to create our illusion of a glossy or a glass snow globe. We're going to repeat the same process with the direct selection tool as follows. Perfect. Now we are going to create another layer and grab our pen tool because we will be drawing the trees, the forest trees that will go into the snow globe, as you could see right here. It doesn't have to be as perfect, it could be as wonky as you want it to be. To make the process easier, I am not going to draw every shape individually. I'm just, as you could see, copy and paste. If you're using a Mac, this is Option. With your arrow key, you pull and you drag and you get a copy. Now to make the process even easier, I'm going to select all and create a copy of 3, and I'm going to adjust so I could have some smaller trees, which I will be placing in the back of the snow globe, while the first set of trees that I draw will be placed in the front. So most of our shapes are going to be created with shapes and the pen tool. I did not have a previous sketch before this, so this was created off the top of the head with just the pen tool and some shapes. So we're going to be working on the power button. As you can see, I already drew a circle in the center for the formation of my power button. Now I'm going to grab the rectangular tool, draw a simple rectangle. Then I'm going to use my direct selection tool. I'm going to select the object. Then those little circles in the center of the object, you're going to pull down and it's going to give you a circular outer curve just like that. I am not too fond of this bottom circle that I did under the rectangular shape, so I'm going to draw it again. And that's fine, you don't always get it perfect the first time. And I think the second time I did good and I was satisfied with this one. So I'm using the pen tool again. As you can see, that is a 3-point creation. And I'm going to use my direct selection tool and pull it down slightly just so it could get a smiley face look, as you could see right there. and I'm going to go to my round stroke style and make the outer side round. Next, I'm going to go to object, down to path, and then outline stroke. This will allow the stroke to have an outline and a fill layer. See? Now it's a open shape. Perfect. Now let's move on to add in the colors and the gradients for the globe. To add our gradient, you're going to just go to the right of your toolbar and select the gradient and add it onto the shape. But I already add the blue color, so all I did was drag the blue color into the gradient, and that's how I ended up with those color combinations. I just deleted and moved the gradient bar as needed to my preference of how shiny or less dull that I wanted it, and then I went to the opacity and I changed it to about 40% because I didn't want it to be 100% bright, just slightly dull, as you could see. Now we're adding the dark fills to the trees inside the globe, and I am also adding an opacity of about 40% so the trees appears at the back, and then the ones at the front are in full color, no opacity. Well, if you've made it this far, this tutorial has really grabbed your attention, so don't forget to like or subscribe to the channel because it does help out a lot. Now let's get back to the tutorial. So we do want this globe to have some type of gloss effect, so we're going to draw a standard circle using the shift key, and we're going to use our scissor tool and separate both anchors at the top and at the bottom. This will allow us to have two half circles, as you could see here. Now you could choose whichever stroke style you prefer. Just make sure they're on either side of the globe. On the left side, as you could see, I'm going to make it full white. Make sure your fill top layer is off and only your stroke color layer is on, or else you're going to get what I got a second ago, where half of the circle is fully colored, and that's not what you want. Okay, now we're going to use a direct selection tool and just adjust the half circles as needed. You could set it any way you want, but I'm going to keep it as this. And I also lowered the opacity to about 50% on the right side for the second half circle. Okay, I'm also making some adjustments to the first set of gradients that we created with these circles. Now I'm going to add a shadow on the globe with just a circle, using the circle tool as well, my bad. And then I'm going to be using the direct selection tool and just adjusting it just to give it a curve so it looks like it's a part of a circular globe. Then you're going to change the opacity to about 40% or as your heart's desire just to give it that gloss effect on the globe, as you could see here. Perfect. So I think it's about time that we create some snow, right? So we're going to do this the easy way by using the pen tool. So you could draw this as any way you feel like comfortable, sorry, for you. As you could see, you just pull and drag and make some curves because snow isn't straight and pointy, right? It does have some curves in it. And then you're going to just add the fill color as white. And you could keep the stroke as white if you want, or you could leave it with no stroke. That is fine. It works either way. So after you create one shape, we're just basically going to create two more shapes. And then we're just going to duplicate for the other trees because we're not going to want to create the same shape over and over again, right? The easier, the better. Okay guys, so we only have like one more minor detail to add. So that half a circle that we created back then, we're going to just copy it and resize it, and we're going to put it in full white. And we're going to put it right up in the left center area right there, just to give it a extra tiny effect to the artwork. And look how beautiful that looks. That is awesome. We're just going to create a layer for that, and we're going to go ahead and start adding our background color. I decided to use yellow because it goes very well with dark red and blue, as you could see right here. So I would however like to add one more thing before I finish off this tutorial that I always usually add, and that is a slight little shadow underneath the base of the snow globe. As you can see, I'm going to add maybe a dark brown or a dark reddish color, whichever you may prefer. I'm using the dark red, dark brownish color, and just to get it off that yellow background so it doesn't look 100% flat. And look how perfect that looks, right? So I want to thank you for watching this tutorial. Hope that it helped you on your creative journey, and I hope to see you again. Peace.